So welcome to a full day of eating. It's a rest day for me. So I thought let's video it as I've got a little bit of extra time not having to go to the gym. We're gonna have a full day of eating everything that I put in my mouth hole for 24 hours. So the calories are gonna be 2,600 with about 325 carb, 50 fat, and 200 protein or 205 protein, roughly in that area. I'm fairly flexible with it. I obviously still follow the if it fits your macros, so don't really know what I'll eat today. I've got a few ideas, obviously a protein bar. It's about 6:30 now, so I've already had one full shaker of water with my multivitamins, my D3, my ashwagandha, glucosamine sulfate. I'll get a second one down me, and then just a black coffee with some 0-calorie flavor drops in. I tend to, if I'm not training or training early in the morning, I tend to fast for a bit. Basically, I just don't have my first meal until I am really, really hungry. It just seems to work for me. There's no benefit for fat loss on fasting if the overall calories throughout the day is the same. So I just find if I fast in the morning or fast for the first few hours, then I can have a bigger meal, a bigger first meal. Tends to work for me. So I'll go and get some steps in, and go into town quickly, and then probably have my first meal around 8:30ish. So after I've been awake for a couple of hours. So we'll tune back in then. We are going to go with sort of like egg white pancakes and hex sausages. Normally I just have a protein shake, but these were on offer at, where were they? Iceland, offer at Iceland, so rude not to. Normally I'd make the batter, but I've seen online Greg Doucette fry up some rice cakes in egg whites, so I'm going to give them a go. And then I've got a couple of like the Scotch pancakes that I bought on offer as well. So we shall whip this up. I'll put the calories, macros in, break down everything as we go along probably. But that's going to be meal one, huge dose of protein from these sausages. Is as it stands. So we went with 5 rice cakes, 3 egg whites, 2 little pancakes, 80 grams of frozen summer fruits, and that's just the rest of the egg white mixture, and then 4 chicken chipolatas. Then I'm gonna add a tiny bit of this low calorie jam and a fucking load of this maple syrup. Wash it down with a coffee, and then my 3rd jug of the day. Calorie wise, it's about 560 calories, so very good for the amount of volume, the amount of delicious food I'm getting. 45 protein, 9 fat, and I think it was 70 carbohydrates. So I've not added that yet, but this is 7 calories per 15 grams, and I won't even have 15 grams probably. And this is 0-free, so this is gonna be delicious. You could easily volumize this even more. If you weren't using those pancakes, add a little bit of yogurt to the fruit. Like, this can be a big meal for only like 500 calories. Or if you're trying to bulk up, put some Nutella, some honey, some actual maple syrup, egg whites instead of just, whole eggs instead of just egg whites. So there's always ways that you can dress up or dress down meals. Going forward, I'm hoping this is going to be delicious and something that I can carry on throughout prep. Just obviously using the rice cakes instead of the pancakes. Tell you what, let's have a live taste test of these. Let's pour. Oh yeah, top tip. So the squirty tap tops on these are fucking awful. You'll go and you can't control it at all. So we just take the lid off, and then we need some action. Oh baby. And cover that. Let's have a little look there and see. So the rice cakes went quite, not soggy when cooked, but soft. We shall see. They cut relatively nicely. I put a load of cinnamon on it, big fan of cinnamon. when we're dieting, we still want a flavour. I'm going to enjoy this whilst watching some shit morning TV. And then I'm out for 2-3 hours at the gym. So it'll probably be like lunchtime by the time we get our next meal down. Probably have another coffee in the meantime as well. I just had to jump back on. This is delicious. The 0-calorie jam with the berries. And these chicken hex sausages, the macros on these, I'll throw up on the screen just for the sausages. For 4 of them, this is how many I would like put a box there, hopefully. For 4 sausages, that is. It's crazy. And yeah, I'm having sausages with jam. Do what I want. I don't play by the rules, guys. So it's just gone 12 o'clock. We're about to have meal number 2. Comes in for about just under 600 calories. I'm just gonna have 1 Pop-Tart, so not 1 sleeve, just 1 Pop-Tart. 45 grams of oats. With the oats, I'll put loads of water, like drown it, and a little bit of baking powder. Microwave it, like nuke it until it volumizes. So I always make my oats, it looks stupid, I know, but in here, because when I microwave it, it will like swell up a huge amount. And that's a pet peeve, is when like your oats are just fucking everywhere, all over the microwave. We haven't got time for that. So 45 grams of oats, then 80 grams of pineapple, and 50 grams of blueberries. I might put actually 100 grams of blueberries in. What I'll normally do is make my oats till they're literally like a nuclear liquid, like lava. Then pour the frozen fruit in there and it cools it down. And then normally I'd have a protein shake and make a whey paste and pour it over. But as I've got 6 of those chicken sausages left, I'm just gonna have 4 of those. So I think it was like 80 carb, 37, 38 protein, and I can't remember what fat it was, but it's gonna be fairly low fat. The main fat's gonna be coming from the Pop-Tarts. So let's get that down me. Oh, and of course, I'll wash it down with a coffee and another pint of water. So here is the meal. 45 grams of porridge with 80 grams of pineapple, and I went for 100 grams of berries in the end. Then we have got 1 Pop-Tart. So I'd actually tracked the wrong Pop-Tart. I'd tracked the strawberry one. I've gone for a brown sugar cinnamon one, which is 20 calories more. And so obviously I've gone back and tracked it. I think that's one thing about fat loss or weight loss, is that I could have been like, oh, it's only 20 calories. But if you say that every meal or every time you have a snack 4 or 5 times a day, that's an easy 100 calories that's you've suddenly consumed without even realizing. Like I've put some 0-calorie or like 5-calorie ketchup here. Again, that's something where you can be like, oh, it's low calorie, like I can't be bothered to track it for the amount of calories it is. If you say that 5 times a day, 10 calories per serving, that's another 25 to 50 calories. It may seem very novel, but they all add up. But anyway, I digress. So we've got 4 chicken sausages with a little bit of ketchup, a cinnamon Pop-Tart, and then our oats. So it's about 600, just over 600 calories actually when I've recalculated it. Again, they're the calories, macros, breakdowns. I say that, I might have just been pausing awkwardly because I'm still not 100% sure if I can do the pictures in video. And then I'm just washing that down with another coffee and my fourth one of these today. So always stay hydrated. You're not hungry, you're thirsty. You're not hungry, you're bored. So I'm going to smash this down. I don't know where to go. I think I'm going to start with the sausages. Have the sausages first, and then have the rest as like afters. The one thing about chicken sausages amazing macros. But like the bite of them, they're a little like chewier, I think. Maybe I'm just shit at cooking. A little bit tougher, but I'll take that for the macros any day. So it's coming up for around 2 o'clock. So I'm going to have another little meal, little snack. It's only 400 calories in total. 225 coming from a Battle Bites bar. Not had this before. Again, if you don't know, I do daily bar reviews on my Instagram. If you're not there, follow. So daily review of that. And then in here, can we see without pouring it too far? I've got some dragon fruit pulp. So one of my friends owns a company that imports like frozen fruit pulps to make acai bowls. I don't have all the ingredients for a full acai bowl, so I thought I'd put some dragon fruit in with 200 grams of fat-free yogurt and a little bit of sweetener. So all of this together, so that's 100 grams of dragon fruit there. All of this together is just under 400 calories, about just under 50 fat, 9 protein, and 30, 9 fat. I've said that all completely wrong. Just under, can't remember what it was, 400 calories, it was 30 protein, under 9 fat, and was it 40 something carb? Anyway, about 400 calories and 30 protein, so we're happy with that. This looks delicious. I've not had it before. I just wanted to mix up the fruits that I always get in me, so something a little bit different. Eat a rainbow as always, and try not to pour this down me. That's good. That is good. So yeah, I'll eat this then, review the Battle Bite in a minute. You'll probably get a video of that, however it will be vertical because I video it for Instagram. It is protein bar review time, and we are going with the Battle Bites Mississippi Mud Pie. I think this one won. Last time I checked, it was winning 70 to 30%, so let's just roll with it. For the full bar, so they do it in 2 different bites. For the full bar, it's 225 calories, so a little higher than we want. 8 fat, 15 carb, and 20 protein. 20.5 protein. So Mississippi Mud Pie limited edition. I don't even know what a mud pie is, so I should have done my research. Oh, we're getting some sprinkles, stars and stripes. So aesthetically, you've got some what look to be white chocolate stars falling off and covering my desk. Luckily, I've got some yogurt there. The other Battle Bites I've had have been quite soft. This is nice and soft. It's got little crunchy bits at the top. Very pleasant. Is that going to focus? There's a little bit powdery, but that's really nice, actually. Again, if you're new to the protein bar world, you would say it's powdery, but I'm a big fan of that. Lovely sweet white chocolate. Fairly nice texture throughout. 225 calories is high. But flavour-wise, that's very good. That is a lovely chocolate. Can I give an 8 out of 10 for something that's 225 calories? 2 nice little bites. Limited edition, does that make it a little bit more like... I think it does. We're going for an 8 out of 10. The only thing is, we would like a little higher protein. for 225, but taste-wise, I'm very happy with that. Texture, not too soft, not chewy at all. Nice layer of crunch, and then quite smooth underneath. Battle Bites. You've done a good one here. A bit more protein, and we'll be going up to those 9s. So one final snack before I head off to work. We've got 2 rice cakes with some, I can't pronounce it, I'm not even going to try it. Some sort of like higher protein peanut butter. Again, I'll put a picture or macros or whatever over there. There's 20 grams of that peanut butter and then 20 grams of jam. So 10 and 10, 2 rice cakes. Nice little snack. This is actually the full sugar jam because I had enough calories for it. Otherwise, I'd just go through that skinny food jam so quickly. And it's nice, like it's amazing macros, 7 calories per serving. However, it's £4 a jar. Like, I'm not made of money. So some normal jam, living the high life. We'll have this, we'll go to work. 7 p.m. now. So I've got my big dog bowl. Always eat my salads out of a nice big bowl. Just because the amount of volume you can get in a salad, you need a big bowl. I had loads of people take the piss. Be like, oh, you got your dog bowl? I'm like, yeah, I want to enjoy instead of having 4 different Tupperware. So I've got a full packet of salad. I will have this whole packet. And then in here, I've got celery, some tomato, some gherkin, some garlic, and 130 grams of turkey, just chopped up. So that whole packet of lettuce and salad leaves and this whole Tupperware together is going to be my final meal. I'll have like my casein and my kiwis and my rice cake tonight when I get home. So this is like my final meal. Under 300 calories, and wait till you see how big it is. It just shows that you can eat like volume, and a lot of people will be like, oh, salads aren't nice. You just don't know how to make a good salad. I've got garlic, I've got loads of nice things in here, and a little bit of sweet, 0 calorie sweet chilies, like ketchup on here as well. So it's that Skinny Food Company. So we will load this up, and then when I've made it, it's not really making it, I could save some pennies and make this, I know, but look at that, huge bowl. I could make it probably a little bit cheaper, but I mean this from Aldi is like 70p, and it's so much more convenient. Just grab that. Also saves me having to have loads of cabbages and carrots and grating that. I'm not going to grate a carrot. Like, my time is more valuable than grating carrots. And then in here, look, you got some, like, there's some garlic paste, there's some like little baby tomato pepper things, gherkins. Smells delicious. And then we'll just whack that in there. And yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to this salad. So it's about 10:15 now, probably a little bit later actually. I've just got home. We will wrap up with 1.5 servings of casein, 2 kiwis, a couple of rice cakes, and probably like a tiny bit of jam. I think I've put on for that as well. So the full day of eating was 2,540 something calories, so under the 2,600, which was the goal. 325 grams of carbs, I think it was, around 53 fat, and then 206 protein, so sort of bang on the numbers. Throughout the day, when at work, I did have 1 more coffee at about when I got there. And then I've had, I think 6 or 7 of these. So one thing that I will do is when I'm drinking, obviously fluid to keep me feeling satiated, so feeling full, and caffeine also a lot throughout the day. I have also had this morning, my multivitamin, ashwagandha, D3, glucosamine sulfate, and I will have ZMA, cod liver oil, and ashwagandha again before bed. But yeah, that's about everything really. So it's been a fairly standard full day of eating, I'd say, other than I've had those chicken sausages when I would have had turkey or a shake. But it's just because they were on offer and I wanted to change something up a little bit. That's what I like about not having a set meal plan at the moment. I do allow myself to be fairly flexible, for example, the Pop-Tarts and things like that. However, I do think the closer we get to a show date, I'll start following a little bit more structure. Although I'll always have a big salad, I'll always have a big bowl of oats. I'll always, or normally, have some rice and chicken or rice and turkey on training days at least, as well as sort of a standard meal. So at the moment I'm chopping and changing it. I don't want decision to become too much of a burden, so I reckon that's the only positive of a meal plan. Probably stick to a meal plan for the last 4 weeks, but hey, you're here for the journey, you shall see it. As always, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below on what you think I should do next, eat next, consume, and yeah, have your kiwis, wear your blue light blockers, sleep, recover well. It's a soft one, lovely and sweet.